Christians today around the world are celebrating Easter. So can you please explain to me how Easter went from something like this to something like this? Is this exactly what we think of Easter when we think of it? This is terrible. When did it become a holiday of sacrifice and death and religion to a holiday where kids are dressed up like Easter bunnies and posing with Jesus? Or even this more common image. How did this become an acceptable image of Easter? It doesn't make any sense. It seems like often these days, people when they're celebrating Easter are putting little things like this in Easter baskets. How does this really go with anything religious as to what Easter is supposed to be about? I thought it was supposed to be more about, I don't know, something along those lines, something that was more along, I don't know, religious beliefs. But somehow, this guy's Easter. Easter bunny, Easter baskets. How does that really bring about the resurrection of Christ? If there is a Christ. Somehow along the way, we lost our way. I'm not exactly a Christian, and I don't exactly believe in modern day or even religious beliefs of Christianity or Easter, but I celebrate it. I don't know if that really makes me a hypocrite or just kind of going with the flow as many people do these days. To me, Easter is more like getting together with family or friends even, having a meal, getting together and maybe eating some candy and things that we only get once a year like Peeps. It doesn't really have any religious meaning to me. I mean, sure, when I was growing up we went to church and everybody wore Easter dresses, but it never really meant anything to me. And I think the reason it never meant anything to me was because it seems like a lot of bullshit. I just don't quite understand it. I don't see how Christianity came along, had this miraculous thing happen, and then all of a sudden as Easter or as the resurrection of Christ started to go to different countries or in different regions of the world, we kind of sculpted it into our own thing. We made it up and we molded it into other people's beliefs. It's no surprise that Easter is obviously celebrated in March and April. But why is this? I mean, I understand that the resurrection and the Passover and all these different religious things coincide, but have you ever realized how much of Easter is so much infiltrated and so much very common to the pagan beliefs? Easter is celebrated with bright colors, pastels even, and the renewal of life, much like pagan belief. You know, pagans around this time also celebrated the renewal of life and stuff like this, you know? Around pagan beliefs, things like these were blooming. Life was springing forth from the ground. We were coming out of a hibernation. And that kind of is what Easter is now. We associate Easter with baby bunnies, baby chicks, and we even give these baby chicks as gifts. And I guess if people don't really want to deal with the baby gifts, again, we go to the image of baby bunnies. It just doesn't make any sense to me. That to that, it makes no sense to me at all.